Hey guys, welcome out to the range. Today I'm going to be doing the Personal Survival Solutions 107 drill, which is a bit of a modification from the version that I picked up from Reed Hendricks at Valor Ridge. The one from my friend Shane Kerwin at Personal Survival Solutions. It's known as the American Rifleman Battle Standards. Target is an 8-inch circle, which is right over my shoulder at 100 yards. The par is 22 minutes in full kit. I ain't gonna make that. In fact, I'm not even gonna run in a full kit. Shots are 60 rounds total. 1 shot per position, up to 6 non-vital hits allowed. The distance is 100 yards seated, and then you transition to a prone shot. That's another shot. And then up, and then move to the 75 for a kneeling shot. Move to the 50, kneeling shot, move to the 25, standing, move to the 7, standing. And for the standing shot at 7 yards, I've got a rubber dummy that's just off to the side at the tree line, and I've measured it off at 7 yards. And then you turn around and you do it again. 10 circuits, total 22 minutes or under, with a 90% or above accuracy, which, by the way, makes me laugh in a good way. And what I mean by that, Shane and I have talked about this many times. When I was a cop, our percentage, our allowable accuracy percentage was a 75 percentile. This is a standard that I have really grown to like, this one and the one from Valor Ridge, because it is everything that is needed for shooting, for learning how to run your rifle responsibly, and it's a full cardio workout. So I'm gonna actually be running the timer on my phone, because these cameras they can't stay up for 25 minutes, especially in this kind of heat. So I will start a timer and we shall see. All right, and here we go. Whew, that was low. I can already tell that setting standard is going to be a booger. Whew. Gotta find my happy place on that. That was right. I felt that. Yeah, that's out. All right, guys, I'm gonna shut this camera off and I'll turn it back on when I'm 3 cycles from the end. Otherwise, this battery is gonna fail because the camera's gonna overheat. All right, I got 3 cycles left to go. I'm gonna turn the camera back on when I have 2 to go. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's hot out here. And the extra standard of the seated transitioning to prone is kicking my butt, because it's causing me to do the hick maneuver to stabilize myself, and it's causing me to briefly tunnel in, and then I have to push back out again. All right, guys, I'm calling it. I've got 6 rounds, maybe 8 rounds left. I'm calling it. It's too hot out here. Not bad. Tremors aren't bad. But that right there required me to tense up. My vision goes like this briefly. And then as I begin to breathe, it goes, and I'm able to push it back out. I got just past, actually I got to the 50-yard mark earlier and realized I was in trouble. So I decided I better stop. Come here. Oh man. I'm choosing to leave this in so you guys understand how hard it is to do this. Since the last video that you guys saw me in, I've probably shed an extra 10 pounds, because what had happened was, oh wow, I'd gone out to a class with personal survival solutions, and I'd seen myself on video, and it said, got a little too much pudge going there, and I came away from that class going, I'm going to have to work on dropping some of that weight. So I got back to doing step aerobics, and I completely cut out all forms of sugar, because up until then I wasn't having any processed sugar except for maple syrup. Maple syrup is still sugar. So what I found was, as soon as I went back to doing step aerobics, almost immediately I started dropping a pound. And by the time I was several days into doing step aerobics, I was down about 10 pounds, which surprised me and my wife. It also surprised me seeing myself on video, because my love handles had begun to contract. So yeah, that was 2 cycles. That was 2 cycles short of 60. I'm choosing to leave this in, guys, so that you understand. Okay, yeah, my color's better. I'm choosing to leave this in so that you guys understand just how tough this is to do. In that one run, I've sucked down over 750 mLs of water. And the heat of the day has kicked my butt. This drill, if I were to do this early morning or late afternoon, it doesn't kick my butt. The heat of the day tends to kick my butt. Run this drill. I don't mean working out in an air-conditioned gym. I'm talking about getting in rifleman positions where you're working your natural point of aim and you're having to breathe, 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 hold, that's off. Move your body. Breathe, 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 hold. Nope, move your body. Breathe, 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 hold. There it is. Take your shot, get up and move. That's what's kicking my butt. I'm back in control now. The tremors are pretty much gone. Nail bed saturation is back where it should be. Vision is clear. I still have a little touch of ringing in the ears, but that's probably from shooting the rifle. Guys, this is tough. This gives me a new understanding of what it must have been like to do this as a Minuteman dressed in your hunting shirt, which was all wool. Frankly, everything they were wearing was wool in the heat. Because remember, they wintered in Valley Forge because fighting in the cold was way harder than fighting in the heat. So they were doing this in heat. These were tough men. That's why I do this drill. This bear is covering. I sat up forward and reached forward to shut off this camera on the tripod and realized my lips were buzzing. So shut the camera off and I snapped it off of its mount. I sat back down in the vehicle and I was almost out of water. I've got a dromedary from MSR that I keep extra water in for my 750 ml Camelback chute. I twisted the cap off of this and I set it down on the seat beside me and I focused and I was able to get the water into here without spilling any. And then I said, where's the cap? And I had to think, where's the cap? And I realized I'd set the cap beside me. Got the cap, screwed it back in place. This cap is attached, and I reached with my right hand down into a bin that I keep between the seats for stuff to grab some granola. Because drinking too much water in this kind of heat will wash out your electrolytes, and these have electrolytes in them. And I was like, wow. I'm still fighting it. I'm okay, guys. I'm okay because I didn't fight through the last 2 reps of 6 rounds each. Had I done so, I would have been in trouble out there at 100 yards. I suspect I would have been in serious trouble out there, and I would have struggled to make it back here to the vehicle, and I probably would have been in crisis mode at that point, which is not a good position to be in when you're by yourself. Because I'm experienced at doing this, I know my limitations and I know when to stop. So, like I said earlier, I got out to 50, came back to the vehicle and stopped myself and have the AC full tilt boogie. So guys, don't play around with the heat. Don't man up, because you'll hurt yourself. I am completely back under control now, and I wanted to at least show you guys the hits. This bears noting, a few minutes ago, when I finally felt I was decent. Apparently I wasn't, because I said to myself, let me at least grab my tripod, which was right here beside the door. I opened the door, stood up, grabbed the tripod, realized I wasn't as okay as I thought I was, and went ahead and grabbed the tripod. I said to myself, I better sit down. Grabbed the tripod, opened the slide door, dropped it in, and then my peripheral vision that had kind of sort of begun to come back captured my range table and my range bag and my paint bucket, and I went, okay, so apparently I'm not as okay as I think I am. That's the insidious nature of heat injuries. So I'm good now. Anyways, I wanted to show you guys the hits. As you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. So chances are if I'd pushed through, I would have had all 6 out. On my bad guy over there at the tree line, every single one of them is right through the tip of his nose to roughly maybe a ½ inch up on the bridge of the nose. So those are, I mean, it's 7 yards. Unless you totally forget your holdovers, it's pretty hard to mess up at 7 yards. And on that note, I thank you guys for watching. God bless you all. Get those guns out in practice. Have a good one.